this is Jamie with Creations Misfit, and today I'm going to show you how to make a quick and easy ear warmer that's twisted. These look a little bit more difficult than they are, but they're actually very easy. So I'm going to use bulky yarn today, super bulky yarn, size 6, but you can use any yarn that you'd like, and I will explain the differences if you're going to use a 4-ply or a 5-ply yarn, or even a DK weight you could use too. It's just going to, take a little bit longer. For the super bulky, I am going to use a size 9mm hook, and then everybody will need some scissors and a yarn needle to sew in your ends. So let's go ahead and get started. I wanted to just put a disclaimer out there. I have really bad sinuses, and I noticed on a lot of my videos lately, everybody's been like, I hope you feel better soon. Your cold sounds terrible. Get well. I appreciate that so much, but this is just what I sound like most days right now. So I do apologize if it's annoying for the video. I'm doing the best that I can. Okay, so to get started, if you're using a super bulky size yarn, we are going to start with 47 chains. So if you're going to use a different size yarn, you basically just want to chain so that it's going to fit around your head, around your ears, obviously, however you'd wear an ear warmer. So you're just going to want to do as many chains that would fit, just test it around your head and leave a little bit of room, but not too much. This super bulky yarn stretches a lot, so if it's feeling a little tight in the beginning, it will probably be fine because it stretches really nicely. So whatever yarn you're using, just measure it around your head, like around your ears, in the back of your head, front of your forehead, to see how it will fit, and that's how many chains you'll need. But if you're using a super bulky size 6, this fits about an average adult head. Okay, so we're going to start with 47 chains, and I'm going to do my chains off camera and then come back. So go ahead and do your chains, as many as you need, and then we will meet back up. Okay, I did my 47 chains, and I also measured this to see how long it was, so that I could help you out if you're using a different size yarn. And my chains measure about 19.5 inches. So I think usually anywhere between like 19.5, 20, maybe 21 inches. If you're making this for somebody with a little bit of a bigger head, that should be fine for an adult size. And also you can make this for a child or an infant or anything like that. You just want to measure around their head. Okay, so from here we're going to go on to round 1, and we are going to skip this first chain, not the one that's on the hook, but the first one here, and we're going to half double crochet into the next. Now you can do this in just the regular chain, or you could do the back bump. Behind the stitch, you'll see there's a back bump here. I'm going to go into those because it just makes kind of a cleaner finish on the bottom, but it's no problem if you don't want to. So we're going to skip this first one either way, and then you can either go into the chain like this to do your half double crochets, or you can flip it over and look, here's the first back bump, here's the second one. So we want to start with the second one, and you'll just do a half double crochet. It might be kind of hard to pick those up sometimes, but once you get going, it's a little bit easier. But it just makes for a cleaner finish on the bottom because then you can see the whole stitch. So we're going to do one half double crochet in every stitch across, and if you're doing the same count as me, you will have 46 going down because we skipped that first one. So however many chains you made, you will have one less. Okay, so just go ahead and do your half double crochets all the way down, and make sure that you're counting so that you don't miss, because at the end, if you're doing the back bump, you want to make sure that you get into that very last one. So do yours, and we will meet back up when we're finished. I'm still working through my first row. I just wanted to kind of show you how it starts to look if you're going into the back bump, and don't get discouraged if it feels a little bit difficult at first. It is annoying to get through this first round or this first row, but see how it makes like a nice finish on the bottom rather than just having one of the pieces of the chain. So either way, it's no big deal what you do, but I just kind of pull it over, and especially if you're using bulky yarn, it's easier to get through. If you turn the the chain so that it's backwards. So go ahead and keep doing yours, and I will see you at the end of this round or row. Okay, welcome back. So I went ahead and did my half double crochet in the back loop or back bump all the way across, and now we're going to move on to row 2, excuse me. So we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. And now we're going to do half double crochets again, but we're going to go in the back loop only. So if you're unfamiliar with that, there's 2 loops for every stitch. Normally we go through both of them like this. You're just going to go pick up the back loop. Okay, so not the front, not both, but the back. And we're going to do half double crochets. So it's just a regular half double crochet, just yarn over, go in the back loop, yarn over and pull up your loop. You have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. Whoops. And we're going to do back loop only, double or half double crochets all the way across. So if you're doing the same number as me, you should have 46. And make sure that you're counting so that you don't miss one at the end or anything like that. So just go ahead and go all the way down and do back loop only, half double crochets till your very last stitch, and I will see you back. All right, I'm at the end here. I did my 46, and we are going to chain up 1 and turn our work. So this is the repeat pattern for the entire ear warmer until we put it together to twist. So you're just going to chain 1 at the end of your row, turn your work, and then do half double crochets in the back loop only again. Now make sure that you get this very first stitch here, not the loop that's on your hook, but this first stitch. So you kind of want to turn your work to the side so that you can see the top of the stitch. And we're just going to go into this back loop. And you will have the same number of stitches every single row. This is row 3. So you could do as many or as little as you'd like. I believe I usually do 7. So I'm going to do 7 and then come back with you. But if you want a thicker band, you could do as many as you'd like, you know. And if you're using a thinner yarn, you'll definitely want to be doing more than 7 rows. So just however thick you feel like you want the band, you can test it on your head as you're going around, make sure that it's covering your ears. But I think I usually do 7. I can't remember if it's 7 or 9, but I'll come back after 7 and see where we're at. And you do as many rows as you'd like, and then we will meet back up. Hey guys, I'm not done yet, but this is about what 6 rows looks like if you're using the super bulky. So I am going to do at least 1 more row. I measured this around my ear and it fits pretty good right now, but I want to make sure that it's just wide enough. So this is what it should be looking like, and this is 6 rows complete so far. So let me finish my 7th and come back and see where we're at. I just finished round 7, and this is wide enough for me. So if it's not wide enough for you, keep going and pause the video and come back. Otherwise, we can go ahead and finish up. So once you're finished, you are going to want to chain 1, and then we're going to cut a long piece of yarn, probably like, I don't know, I always cut way too much, but I'd rather have more than not enough. So maybe like a foot and a half of yarn, so we can sew in the ends. So go ahead and cut that off, and then you can just pull it through since you chained 1, and it's secure right there. So now you will need your scissors and yarn needle, and we're going to go ahead and thread your needle with the yarn. And this is the part where we put together the twist. So it looks kind of difficult, but actually when you do it, it's really simple. So you're going to fold your sides in like this, and each side you want to kind of make into, just fold in half like that. Like a little, I don't know what it's called, a C and an opposite C, I guess. So fold in both sides like that, and then you're going to interweave them just like this. Okay, so it's kind of a zigzag but they should interlock there. And make sure that they're together as much as possible, like lined up as much as possible. Let me show you again. So we're going to pinch both sides together like this, and then just feed the one side into the other, like it's opening its mouth to eat the other side. Okay, and now what we're going to do is just sew back and forth, and you want to make sure that you get through all 4 pieces. That's the most important part, because this is going to be the twist when we put it inside out. So you can sew any way you like, just make sure that you're getting through all 4 pieces. And every time I do this, it turns out a little bit different, which is fine. But I just kind of start over here and make sure I'm getting through all the pieces. You don't want to go down too much down here, like so that this is a big chunk, but also make sure that you're getting through the tops of all of them. So I just go back and forth. Make sure I'm holding that tight so that the pieces don't fall through. You know, the edge here, I might not get through all 4 because I've already gone through, but I just want to be sure that I get through the end there. And then I go back through. You don't have to do this, but I go one way and then I go the back, or back the other way, just to make sure that it's in there and secure. I might do one on the end here. Okay, so that looks fine. And then I'm going to just kind of weave in some of these stitches. This is going to be the inside, so it's no big deal. But I just want to weave my yarn through. See, I did way too much. But that's okay. It's better than running out. I'm just going to kind of go through some stitches back and forth, up and down here, to hide my yarn and get it secure. All right, and then you can tie off. I do a little knot here at the end and cut your yarn. And then you're just going to, oh, we have a little part here that I'll need to sew in that was from the chain. And we're just going to turn it inside out. And then you have your twist. It's like magic. So that's that. That's the ear warmer. If you have any questions, please leave them below. And if you'd like to comment below too, I'd love to hear who you're making this for, how it turned out for you, what colors you used, anything like that. If you also would like to subscribe to my channel, if you're not already subscribed, I have tons of videos up already, and I'm going to be making a lot more as well. I have messy bun beadie, I have regular beadies, I have all kinds of beginner tutorials, whoops, blanket stitches, regular stitches. I think I have bags and baskets and coffee cozies, scarves, all kinds of things, fingerless gloves. So take a look through my channel. Maybe there's something that you'd like to make for somebody or for yourself. And if you could like this video and if you'd like to subscribe, that would be great. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a really great day.